Okay, here's the next brief installment in the Ranger drag and drive truck project. Still working on it slowly. Got a little bit of reprieve from the Michigan winter cold. It's like 36 or 38 degrees today, and tomorrow is supposed to be in the 40s. Can't believe it. Yeah, last week was like high of 29. Got the heaters going. I still can't work out here very long because my shop's not insulated. But we're getting progress done. I'm working as much as I can, and I'll turn this camera around and give you a brief overview of small things accomplished. Okay, so what have I been doing? Lots of little tedious work. So while this isn't perfect, but there was wires crisscrossing everywhere in here by themselves. It's slow work, but I took some time and routed wiring around the radiator support, around the back of the battery. I put in a power junction block there so I can run power to that from the battery or through the switch and have room to put additional power out, positive outs on it to, you know, things that need to be powered. So like certain things I've got relays for. I've got a horn relay. I've got a relay down here mounted for the or the cooling pump. I got another relay underneath here for the electric cooling fan. I also realized that the previous person who was building this truck had not installed any grounds. So let me get a light here. So I've added a ground strap back there for, there we go, from the intake manifold to the body sheet metal. And I've added a ground strap from the engine head down to the frame rail. So again, sorry about the light. So yeah, straight to the frame from the engine, straight from the engine to the body of the car. So we should have good grounds. I don't really know how it was working before, other than maybe it was just grounding through motor mounts or something, and you know, that works, but it's not the best. Got a lot of little things to clean up, like, oh, look at that, missing hood bolt. Missing hood bolt. Yeah, this is the fun you get when you're building someone else's project. Front end's pretty much buttoned together. Let's see what else we did. Cleaned up a little bit inside. I used to have wires dangling in my feet area and dangling on that side, and switch panels there, and wires are kind of tied up, at least zip tied, so they're not loose. Wires under the dash are tied up so they're not loose. The tack is mounted in where the cluster used to be, so I can use that, and it's wired up to the distributor. It works. Got a temporary kind of a metal floor shield or cover over the one harness that runs along the sill here, so just so I don't catch it with my foot coming in and out and rip something. It's crude but effective. And then the last project I've been working on this week is the tonneau cover. So I had bought this hard fiberglass tonneau cover, and it's made for a standard width bed, and then the splash bed is narrower at the top than a normal bed. And so, you know, it hung over about 3 inches, 2 to 3 inches on each side. So I thought, well, it doesn't look that terrible. It's one less job to tap. I'm going to leave it alone for this year and then fix it in the summer. Well, you know, can't leave well enough alone. So on about Wednesday of last week, I took the wheel out, the death wheel out, and cut her in half and sectioned out 4 inches in the middle. And now I'm trying to bolt it back together. So I've got a bunch of carriage bolts and some kind of like tech screws and some aluminum ribs, some aluminum tubing ribs underneath of it that are going crosswise to give it support and give it that curved shape again. And it'll be solid enough. The crack will get filled with some black RTV, and you know what? It'll cover the bed, it'll keep the rain out and prying eyes, and it'll work. It'll do the job for sick week. So I'm tackling that project, and we're getting down to it. I got to bleed the brakes yet. That'll happen on probably Monday with a friend's help, and it's a warm day. And I've got, I don't know if I ever showed this, maybe you can't see it, but the windshield is full of cracks and long ones, so I don't think it'll let pass tech, and it certainly wouldn't pass a police inspection. So I got a windshield coming to be installed on Tuesday. And yeah, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Handful of things that are must-dos before we load it in the trailer. But we're getting there. Again, thanks for watching.